Be me. 22-year-old virgin. Lots of friends but terrible at flirting, can't get girlfriend, etc. Balding, not fit, not very attractive face. Last year in civil engineering college and interning at construction company. Making about 2K/month. Note a lot.jpg. Meet the woman of my dreams at work one day. She's like an 8 when it comes to appearance, but she behaves and treats others like an angel. 24, she's a trainee, so she makes about double what I make. Graduated with a GPA of 3.5 versus my 2.7. Also getting her master's degree at the same college as me. Out of me league.png. Everyone I talk to tells me I should give up cause she's too much for me. My OG boss tells me to man up and shoot my shot cause who knows. I try. She literally treats me like a fan. Takes hours if not days to answer. Can't even imagine the idea of dating me. I actually ask her out. She makes up some excuse that she doesn't date people from work etc. Turns out we work at different departments to the point where we barely interact. I get the message.png. Stop talking to her and accept she's just out of my league. I'm filled with anger at myself for being so pathetic. Around that time I discover an interesting civil service examination. It's for students graduating in engineering below the age of 25. That'slitrelime.jpg. Engineering officer for the Army, first lieutenant after 1 year of officer school. I decide to literally throw my life away for the next years and focus solely on it. It's literally one of the hardest exams of the country and has a physical test as well. My routine consists of waking up at 5, going to work, leaving work at 15, going to the gym, going to college at 17 and arriving home at 23 to study for another hour before going to sleep and repeating. On weekends I study for 3 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday. It's excruciating. I finally take the exam. I fail lol, it was too hard. I'm a new fag to this forum but if I could get a fresh perspective on this that would be nice, been bothered by it for months. Be me. Lonely AF. Member Barry ex-girlfriend that didn't hate me. Get in touch and we get along great as friends. She's engaged. I willingly flirt with her anyways because I'm a dumb fuck. She plays along. Friendship turns sexual. We end up fucking. She goes distant, but still plays me like I have a chance with her. I believe it because I'm a fucking moron. We get close to fucking again but gets cut short. We start getting into arguments about how I feel she's been stringing me along. Tells me she wants to keep talking to me because I'm a good listener. Multiple mental breakdowns ensue. Stick with it because maybe I might get the chance to pound cheeks again. Proceed to try and meet her multiple times, spend hundreds of dollars on her to make her happy. Only worsens our friendship. Debate killing myself like 3 times in a year over it. Finally tell her off. She threatens me with out-of-context screenshots. Promptly laugh in her face. Cut ties. Still miss her like hell. Just putting this out there to see how bullied I'll get, but what can I do to make this hurt a lot less? Be me at bar WGF. Talking to guy at bar. GF tells me she wants to switch bars. I tell her to let me finish my drink. I am drinking. Guy next to me starts telling me shit like I am a dick. Tells me to leave the bar. I tell him I'm finishing my drink. He says finish your drink and leave. I'm like yeah dude, let me finish my drink. I then tell him to leave us alone. I get up my GF and we are leaving. She insults him and calls the guy a monkey. The guy then asks her WTF did you say? I intervene and tell him to leave her alone. We then walk out of the bar. GF then asks me why didn't I defend myself? I tell her I just wanted to de-escalate the situation, since we are leaving anyways. She says she felt worried and wanted to protect me. I just don't think she even sees me as a man anymore. I'm a semi-pro fighter and have won my fair share of fights and could easily beat the average man. I am not physically imposing though. What's your opinion here /adverb/? What do I even do? Be me. 24 living in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. Virgin, but not kissless. Decided to stop being a 360-pound NEET after the lockdowns ended. Enrolled in college, had to go online because nothing is close and I don't have the money for student housing. Dean's List honorous student every semester, doesn't feel like an accomplishment because online. Lost 80 pounds in about a year and still losing weight, doesn't feel like an accomplishment because I never should have gotten that fat in the first place. Go outside for at least an hour a day, does nothing to help my mood. Go to gym regularly, don't feel any better. All my friends have moved away, most have children by now. Go to local events like craft shows and festivals, always feel like I'm bothering people if I talk to them. Still living at home while in college, currently a junior. Nowhere near attractive enough for dating apps. I just want to feel worthwhile for once in my life. I've never achieved anything that wasn't expected of me. I do my best to put on a smile and be pleasant, but lately I've been struggling to keep the mask on and people are starting to notice. I haven't felt this worthless even when I was at my fattest. Insurance won't cover therapy, and even when I did try it, my therapist just kept trying to convince me that God would solve all my problems. I have no purpose in life and my hobbies don't bring me any joy anymore. Am I even fixable at this point? I just want to be good enough for someone. Be me. My dad has never been close to me. He's always been greedy, even over small amounts like $20. I ask him for money to buy clothes, only once a year, but he doesn't care. Strangely, he doesn't mind when others scam him for thousands. Once, he got scammed when buying land. Same scam then came back to give him money so my father returns it. The scammer gave him $30K in cash. Instead of keeping the money and asking for the $70K he was owed, my dad decided to be honest and not pursue it. Scammer didn't return the favor. Another time, he bought a house in a foreign country. He had trouble with the tenant and asked a friend for advice. He listened to his friend, which delayed court proceedings for a whole year, instead of just asking me to Google it. Be me. 19-year-old. Not diagnosed with depression but I do get depressed pretty bad. It's so bad, I will rot in my room all day. Rot in my room means no exercise. Alone with unhealthy eating habits since childhood means I'm fat as shit. I start to despise my body since I was a teen. I still do. Every time I look at myself in the mirror and my body I feel disgusted. My body looks like an old person's. But every time I think about exercising an annoying-ass voice in my head tells me not to because I would just gain weight again or stop. FML. Be me. Have trans GF. Find out GF is poly. Akuv.jpg. Terry's a guy at her college that constantly hits on her. Tell her to ignore or not talk to him or something. Get an argument. After a few days I apologize and she says she will tell him to stop flirting greater than everything goes back to normal. Conversations got incredibly short. 15 to 20 minutes maximum. I always start the convos and try to keep them going but nothing works. What the fuck do I do, brothers? Be me. At home. Mom being very toxic. She's not like that anymore but the mental scar is still there. Go online, get addicted to porn and on YouTube see red pill content, so mostly whores. Go outside with a fuckboy, teaches me how stupid some women can be. Find a job, get to talk with another whore that can't shut up about the problem that I'm working too slow. It was day 2 and I was still figuring things out. Try to get a GF. Can only attract sad whores with attitude that think they're an 8/10 but meanwhile I'm so desperate that I tried to accept the 2/10 that they are but couldn't. Got cheated on twice. So is there any hope left? I'm not an incel, I'm not expecting anything anymore but it really feels like I'm way too unlucky with the tiny amount of women that get into my life. Be me. Just turned 25 last month. Graduated from nursing school this month, previously graduated from a 2 years paramedic school, worked like 10 months before I resigned. Dad is a retired SGM, so it's my childhood dream to become a soldier. Ma just announced that they are gonna obtain 200 infantry commandos. 8 months of military training as you graduate as LT at the end, plus you get the salary of a second LT each month, plus 8 months of infantry training as an LT plus 2.5 months of commando training. Total 18.5 months. If you screw up in any point, it's over. As a commando you would be drafted to fuck knows, middle of nowhere, absolutely, as a team leader. Dad got pretty hyped at first. But I simply don't know what to do at this point. Is it gonna be worth it? Nursing salary isn't that shitty to make you live in the middle of the battlefield. What should I do?